Welcome back to Elden Ring. We are going to be going over an insane intelligence build that you can create with the brand new star-lined Katana that you can get at the start of the DLC pretty early. Now, like I said, this is going to be mostly a intelligence build, but also a dex build. This weapon does two different types of damage, and it can also cause blood buildup, so you can combine magic and blood together. I'll be showing you exactly how to get this weapon and how the build works, and I'll be testing it out on a few different enemies. So let's quickly go over the build itself and then we'll test it out. So we're going to be using the Starlined Katana with the Urge Tree Seal. Now we're going to be pairing up with the Uchi Katana, but you can do any other katana that you like. I just really like this one. We're going to be using the Claw Talisman with the Magic Scorpion Charm, the Lord of Blood Exaltation for that extra blood, and also the Shard Alexander, just purely because the power of skills will be increased with it. You can obviously change some items if you want. For example, the Lord of Blood Exaltation, you can go ahead and change it to Millicent's Prosthesis if you have it, or the Rotten Sword Insignia, just for those successive attacks can deal even more damage. This weapon does deal successive attacks, so go ahead and change it. I'll be putting it on just because I kind of want to switch around between those two. Now this isn't necessary, but I'd like to use a Blood Boil Aromatics for that extra damage, and we're also going to be using the Flask of Windrune Physics with the Magic Shrouded Crack Tear and the Thorny Crack Tear. But you can also use this. Instead of the Thorny Crack Tear, you can also put on the Green Burst Crystal Tear just because of that stamina recovery. Now this weapon uses a lot of stamina, so this could be quite useful as well. For our buffs, we're obviously going to be using Golden Vow and the Howl of Shabriri. If you can, make some pickled turtle necks. If you don't have them, it's okay, but these can be used to temporarily boost the stamina recovery as well. Now that is pretty much the build for this weapon. I will be trying out some different types of changes throughout this build, but so far this is as best as I can make it for now. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue on with the rest of the video, and I'll show you exactly how strong this weapon is. As soon as you enter the DLC, the first gravesite is called the Gravesite Plain. What we're going to do is head straight north across this bridge, and there's going to be another gravesite that you see in the background gameplay right now. The next one is that we're going to rest at. This gravesite is called the Castle Front. From here, just follow exactly where I go. We're going to be going down into the mountain to the other gravesite. From here, just continue along exactly where I show you in the gameplay. It's pretty straightforward. All you have to do is just follow exactly where I'm going. It's basically just a straight line. And here we've gotten our next grace site. This one is the Elak River downstream. Once again, follow exactly where I go, and we're going to be going straight forward from here. This is where we enter the Cerulean Coast. Now we're going to pick up one more grey site, just follow exactly where I go once again. This one is just to the right of the one of Cerulean Coast. From the Cerulean Coast west, again follow exactly where I go, and at the end of this trail, you are going to have to kill a boss. Now for me, he was actually quite easy. I killed him in about 3 hits, purely just because of the build that I am using. Anyway, once you have killed him, and you can obtain the sword from him, and there you go, it is done.